Hey, Tony Gasser here. Popping in for a little morning lesson for the fellas. Send this to your brother, to your male cousins, to your fiance, husband. Nothing intimidating or nothing disrespectful or anything. But just one thing I want to talk to the guys about, and it's something that's been heavy on my heart. And it comes down to the man box. It was years ago I heard a man give a TED talk about the man box, and I don't remember the gentleman's name, but it was a um, African American male who I think maybe was an ex pro athlete or something. He was real tall, and he was talking about the man box, and it just really put some things into perspective for me. Like today, I went to the barbershop and I forgot to wash my hair because I forgot that I had a barbershop appointment this morning until this morning. So last night when I showered, I forgot to wash my hair. And so my barber, he was like, I could wash your hair here if you got time. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And he was like, bro, you wouldn't believe how many men that I tell them that washing your hair is a part of the service. And they be like, man, you ain't finna wash my hair, man. I ain't finna let you touch my head, man. You ain't finna be rubbing your hands on my head, man. And I'm like, I said, bro, just the fact that they say that, it lets me know that they're not secure with their manhood. It's not like you rubbing on their private. It's not like you are a cosmetologist or whatever you call that. Like you went to cosmetology school. Like you are taught how to take care of somebody's head, their hair, washing hair, cutting hair, coloring hair, whatever. Like he know how to do eyebrows and all of that because, and this a whole man. Like this come out the streets, got several children, 100% full, all the way into women. And the same with me. Both of us transition from the streets. Both of us live that life, but out of that man box to where we realize that it don't make us soft to express ourselves. And so when we sit, like when I'm sitting, I'm talking to my barber, like we talking about his marriage. We talking about my marriage. We talking about raising our kids. And it's time that we done been in that barbershop together having a conversation and then end up in tears. Now we ain't sitting there and just boo-hoo, but when you talking, sometimes that emotion go to running and your eyes get watery. You talking about your child and how much you love your child, and you talking about these things, and you go through that. And so this is the thing, what's hindering us as men is we trapped in the man box. And so we're afraid to be open in our relationship. We're afraid to tell our woman what we need, what we like, what makes us feel good. And we think it's soft. And see, what we fail to realize is that when you seen this man who went to work, he made money, he paid the bills, you never seen him cry, you never seen him be vulnerable, you never seen him truly express love, you never seen him, how many times did he hug you? How many times did this man tell you he loves you? How many times did he kiss you on the cheek or the forehead? How many times did he do that? So you see this man, and just because that's all you know as a man, you think that's manhood. You go in the streets and you see this dude, he carrying them things, he moving across state lines or within the state. You never see him cry. You never see him vulnerable. You never see him express fear or worry or pain. You just see him put on this face. And this is what you don't realize. That behind closed doors, every last one of them men is going through something that is excruciating. Some of them, they allowing another man to insert himself into the back of them. Yeah, the ones that you think is all tough It's men who like men's, who got stories about the biggest, toughest thug in your neighborhood. I done seen it coming up. I done seen guys that would just knock somebody out with no words. And I remember one time, this dude, we standing out there, and then this guy pull up. Yeah, do y'all know what such and such at? And we was like, no, we don't know where he at. Like, what you need? I'm looking for him. What you mean? What I need? That's my man. I'm looking for him. He owe me some money. Huh? You talking about such and such? No, hold on. You talking about such and such. Such and such brother. Such and such brother. What's it called? Son. That's what you talking about? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why you acting so surprised? Huh? Hey, go on somewhere. Go on somewhere. Man, hey, go on somewhere, man. We biz over here. Yeah. I remember being in the trap and them experiences like that happening. And then you whispering going around. And you like, what? That what he on? Wow. Hiding all that pain. Want to be so tough. Out here knocking everybody out. Out here shooting everybody. And then struggling behind closed doors. Some of them other men, they cannot get away from that screen. And Angela, that they so locked in on that screen. Them nasty. On that phone, on that computer. Because of all that right there, tough guy man box. Other ones can't stop raw dogging in everything. Next thing you know, down there like a furnace. Burning like ain't nobody business. Because taking out all of his pain, all it right here in different random women. You see, when you trapped in that man box, you're going to have an outlet somewhere else. I'd rather sit down and cry. I'd rather talk to my wife and cry than to have to snort somebody powder, than to have to drink somebody filth or Hennessy, than to have to be addicted to a screen, to a woman on the screen. And then some of you guys, it ain't no woman on the screen. It's men's on the screen. Yeah. Big bad huff and puff, big bad wolf, blow the house down, men. I'm up here coaching day woman, talking about what she done found in his phone. Yes. And it's men's. And it's the men's who have a thing down there swinging, but they wear makeup and lipstick and wigs. But this guy on the outside is the biggest, baddest, toughest guy you will ever think. Trapped in a man box. Now see, when I say coming out that man box, this don't mean, I'm not talking about sexual freedom. I ain't talking about going to sleep around with men. Don't get this here confused now. What I'm saying is, be man enough to tell your woman how much you love her. Be man enough to kiss your son. You ain't got to kiss him on the mouth. Kiss him on the forehead. If you don't want to kiss him, be man enough to hug him tight and to tell him how much you love him. Have a heart-to-heart with him and cry with him when you expressing your love to him. If you express your love to him and you picture the fact that you will give your life for him and that make you cry, cry. Get out of that box feeling like that you got to walk around acting tough all the time. Because the toughest men in the world, the real men, ain't afraid to shed a tear when somebody die. Ain't afraid to shed a tear when they need to cry. Ain't afraid. The toughest men who will snap you in half. But really, truly is that man. Really, truly could end you. That same man could look you in your eyes, smile at you and shake your hand And if he got to remove you from the face of this earth, he could do that in the next breath. That's the kind of man right there that I'm trying to be. That's the man not trying to be. That's the kind of man that I've become. Well, I don't mind crying to my sons. I don't mind my sons seeing me cry. Because I ain't got to struggle behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, I don't touch myself. I don't deal with Angela. I don't deal with I'm not addicted to no computer screen or no phone screen watching these women on there do what they do on these here websites. At all. Ever. Ever. This right here, Angela, ever. Because I ain't got to be struggling with nothing because I'm a man in real life. And this is what I'm trying to help men understand, that it's so freeing when you could express yourself and be transparent. We try to be so stoic. We try, yo, what's up? Yo, yo, what it gonna be? Yo, how much it is? All right, yo, yeah. All right, yeah. So what you gonna do? All right, yeah. Trying to be so tough, trying to act like you know it all, like you got it all together, instead of coming in there, hey, listen, bro, like, I don't know a whole lot about all these cars, but one thing I know is I know when somebody bull jiving me. So I'm gonna tell you this right here, like, listen, I don't know this from that right there, but if I'm whatever you tell me, I'm finna run it by 3-4 people who do know about these cars, and if you do good business, then we're gonna keep doing business, and we're gonna do good business. Now, if you do bad business, and especially if you done took my money, hey, I'm going to tell you like this right here. I done seen men die for a lot less. You feel me? So instead of going and being transparent, being open, being all the way out there, and understand this right here about manhood, a man can express fear, a man can express hope and faith, and a man can express what he will do to you if you cross a line. People, see, a part of the man box is the man say, oh, yeah, don't pull it if you ain't gonna use it. Don't pull it out if you ain't gonna bust it. Talking about that tool. I remember I was out there in the street, pulled one out, cause they came out, 10 guys to buy a little bit of work, 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, why y'all got 10 guys? I pulled that thing out with me. What you doing with that? I say, bro, what you doing out here with 10 dudes to spend $10? Like, hey, you know what they say? Don't pull it if you ain't gonna use it. I said, who said I'm not gonna use it? You see what I'm saying? I was already getting to that place to where, listen, bro, I ain't got to front with you. I ain't got to pretend with you. I'm not finna sit here and try to act tough and act like that I'm not concerned with what y'all got going on out here and leave my scrap in this bag with the work while you stand out here with 10 dudes. Nope, I'm finna let you know that yes, I'm uncomfortable. Yes, this right here is coming out this bag. Yes, it's finna be right here in my hand while I'm getting it work out this bag to get it here work to you and get my little money. And yes, I move around for $10 because I ain't leaving $1 on the table because I'm out here biting their life right now. I'm out here hustling 21 hours a day. So yes, I'm out here. So yes, right now I'm scared. But if you make a move, guess what? I'm scared and protected because I'm finna lay you down. You feel what I'm saying? But see, the man box will be, what 10 of y'all out here, huh? Oh, okay. What you want? $10 work? Okay, you want dime bag? 10 of y'all? Oh, man, you know y'all gonna jump me. No, you trying to be so tough. You want to be so tough? No, I'm finna let you know. Like, listen, I don't know where all my hands is at. So if I got an altercation, yeah, that thing on my hip. Just in case these right here fail me. Just in case this jab don't, I don't get you where I need to get. Hasta la vista, baby. I'm not finna sit here and try to act tough with you. You see what I'm saying? As men, we trying to play a role. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be cautious. It's okay to take preventative measures. It's okay to express your fear to your child, to your wife, and let them know that, like one of my partners say, victory to the vulnerable. Now, see, that's a twist on things, because the definition of vulnerable means you open for attack. But what this mind coach, this is what he teach. He say, listen, when you are man enough to get in touch with your feelings, that's when you gonna win. That's when you gonna win. When you don't have to put on the front. Hey. So, y'all about to have an aneurysm on the roller coaster because somebody told you a man can't holler on the roller coaster. You on the roller, head about to explode. You know what? I was on the roller coaster with my wife and with some young white boys. You know, white men are innately fearful of black men on average. I'm on that roller coaster going. I'm on there. What you think? Freddy Krueger got hold of me. When I tell you the white boy was laughing so hard, we got off that ride, they still laughing. Guess what? My wife bust out laughing. She was laughing hard. Because guess what? Guess what? She done saw both sides. She done saw me get ready to take a man out of this earth. And she done saw me scream at the top of my lungs on a roller coaster. And when she see me scream on that roller coaster, she bust out laughing. It was the cutest thing to her. But she know I'm also about that business. She know that she taken care of. She know that I'm gonna hustle, I'm gonna grind, and I'm gonna do it legally and legitly, because she was with me when I did it illegally. And she know that if somebody cross her, that they gonna have to answer to me. And she know that if somebody cross my kids, they gonna have to answer to me. But she also know that I'm scared of lizards. I'm scared of spiders. I'm finna scream on the hill roller coaster. See, as men, we have to experience the fullness of being a man. And you got to come out that man box so that you don't have to keep crying in the dark. Be man enough when you watching Lion King with your kids and Mufasa get killed. Be man enough to let that tear scream down your face and to let your daughter and your son see vulnerability. Daddy, are you crying? Yeah, baby, that was sad. Do you like to see people die? It's a cry. Ain't nothing wrong with crying. You human. Crying will save your life. Holding in them tears, that'll give you ulcers. You can have an aneurysm. That's what tears were created. It's a release. It's all right to cry. If you got to cry, cry. If you hurting, cry. If you happy, cry. Cry when you got to cry. That's what the tears created for. If there was no purpose of a tear, then God wouldn't have gave us the ability to cry. You see what I'm saying? If there was no purpose of fear, now understand God ain't gave us the spirit of fear. But that right there that you feel is then channeled into power. But he's given us the spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. But it's the fear that ignites it. So when you are going into a situation and you get a little nervous, you feel a little fear, what does it make you do? It makes you prepare. It makes you prepare. It makes you adjust. And when you prepare, now you channel love, power, and a sound mind. But your brain has the capability to experience pain and worry and fear and nervousness. So what do you do with it? You don't run from it. You run through it. Meaning you channel it to then produce the feelings and emotions that you need to be operating from. Because if you just operate from fear, it'll cost you. So when I was selling that little bit of work, I only was operating from fear at first. And I could have reacted too soon. Somebody could have got hurt because I reacted out of fear. That's why you're losing so many lives in the streets, because those men that's actually doing the pulling of the triggers is actually fearful. But if they take that feeling that they feel and they channel it and they process it, then they can turn it into power. So now their response is self-defense and not an attack. Now they're in a position to where they don't have to just do meaningless missions. Now it's a mission with a message, because it's about protecting home front. It's about protecting my sister, protecting my mama, having my brother's back, being my brother's keeper. It's about that and not something meaningless because I'm operating from fear and worry and lack and scarcity and nervous and all of those things, because I've been trapped in the man box. Because listen, when you trapped in this box and you don't express yourself, eventually you explode. And when you explode, who getting the brunt of that? Your woman. But had you told her along the way, hey baby, listen, I want to share something with you, baby. Like, I've been studying love languages and things like that from Dr. Gary Chapman and all. And I noticed that your love language, like your biggest love language, is gifts. And when I look in your history and I see that you come from poverty and that you live beneath the poverty line and you didn't really get Christmas, you didn't really get birthdays, I recognize the root of why your love language is gifts. Well, my life wasn't like that. My birthdays was good. I always had nice shoes. I always had things. So for me, my love language is not gifts. So every time you trying to love me, you loving me with your love language and you giving me gifts. But I don't want gifts. For me, I'm more so physical touch. Like if you massage my scalp, or acts of service, if you cook me a home cooked meal, like I honestly will appreciate a home cooked meal way more than them Dior shoes that you bought me for $1,200. And that home cooked meal literally could be cooked for less than $20. But that would mean more to me than them $1,200 Dior shoes. So what I'm telling you this, because what I'm asking you is, instead of loving me the way you want to be loved, love me the way I need to be loved. And I will continue to love you the way you need to be loved. So now listen, see what I just did? Had you done that, then you wouldn't go through a divorce after 5 years, 8 years. After 5 years, you wouldn't have just went and cheated. After 5 years, you wouldn't have put hands on her, because you articulate it and you express yourself. But because you believe that being a man is hiding all your feelings, suppressing all your feelings, suppressing all your thoughts, suppressing all your wants and needs as a man, because you feel like a punk asking your woman, can she massage your scalp? Not realizing that this erroneous zone, that this scalp got nerves in it that's releasing feel good into your body, feel good chemicals, this oxytocin being released through your bloodstream, and it's boosting your mood, it's relaxing you, you feeling good. But not understanding the science of it, you just thought that make you weak if you ask her to do something for you like that, or if you even express that to her. And see, this what we got to do as men is we got to get out of the man box. And we have to understand that a man has the capability to feel a wide range of emotions, and that we can operate from there and we can express those things. Hey, y'all, forgive me 1 second. Hold on now. A lot of packages coming. We get ready to step out. So my wife got all these packages. Now see, the man box, this is what the man box got me doing. Had me flex right here. See, I ain't have to do that. I could have just came in easy with a relaxed arm. But the man box had me flex. Just because man supposed to have muscles. So I'm grabbing the chair all extra hard, I'm flexing, going, ain't even holding nothing. Hand about to spasm. I'm flexing, going to the other side. I'm sitting out, and here go the man box. Got to pop my chest. Now I'm popping my chest. You see what I'm saying? The man box. We got to get comfortable with ourselves, get comfortable in our own skin, get to the place to where we could just be men and understand that as a man, it's okay to get angry, be slow to anger, but it's okay to have passion with your feelings when you talking to this teacher about your child. Do it respectfully and responsibly, but it's okay to go express yourself to this teacher about the mistreatment and whatever it may be that you feel that is being directed towards your child. To this coach, it's okay to talk to your wife and tell her that you stressing, that you worried, that you battling fear right now, and that you need prayer for some power, for some strength, or whatever you want to do. You want to light incense. Go on about your business now. But it's okay to express to her. You see what I mean? What you need, what you own. And let her know. And then she gonna look and say, okay, boom. All right. I got you. Hey, thank you for telling me that. Because you could have bottled that in and that could have led you to cheating. That could have led you to exploding on me one day or exploding on our kids one day. But I appreciate you articulating and expressing your feelings and processing your emotions. But then guess what? Also as a man, you got to learn how to master yourself. So don't feel like when I say express yourself, that means you get to argue and complain every day. That's not what I'm saying. You still have to learn emotional intelligence. Is this worth saying? If the answer is yes, how should it be said? When you figure that out, when should it be said? What can be let alone? What can be left as is? What is not an issue that needs to be expressed or addressed? When you get there also as a man so that you could be cool, calm, and collected, when you need to be, when you being an example for your children and for your woman, and then if you got to get a little rowdy, you got to get a little firm, that voice got to get a little more bass in it because you need somebody to know to stop trying you or your family, then that's okay too, because that's inside of the range of a man, but you still doing that respectfully and responsibly, even though you had to get a little loud like this how I'm is right now, but you really letting them know, listen, don't try me again now. And now they feel you. Now they understand. But that's different than just or screaming and cussing them out and going irate, acting irrational. So yeah, they feel your masculine energy and that you about business when it comes to your woman and your children or your respect as a man. But if it got to go to court, if them boys got to get called, or if they want to jump Froggy, that you can finna be a lily pad. You see what I'm saying? And so listen, understand that as a man, it's a lot to you. And you got to be okay processing those emotions and experiencing those emotions and understanding that this right here is going to benefit you and be a blessing to you. Hey, this is Tony Gasson. God bless you. We'll talk soon.